See, you're in a good mood. I like it.
Oh yeah, I'm super pumped. I've got everything working. I'm pretty sure everything's going to be just perfect today. It's going to be a fantastic quarantine episode.
Streamy.
Close, but not this time.
A quarantine stream.
No, that's not the one I wanted. I'm sure we're live right now, but
I see no video, bro.
It's just taken. There we go. It's up. It's going.
Oh, I'm glad it's just you on the camera. You know, I didn't want to.
Well, now we're both on there. Just give it just a second because I can control it.
Oh.
Yeah, because I want it to look more. I want it to look more like the some of our favorite podcast videos, like Joe Rogan and Your Mom's House and stuff like that. What is that? What is that noise that you were making just now?
Me?
Yeah, was that like a? Does it sound okay to you? Is it sounding okay over there?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm a little loud because I keep popping.
Okay, so I'll take it down just a little.
Pop, 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 pop.
What about that? Is that better? Is that better?
Yep. It's my headphones that are super fucking loud.
Okay. Oh, it's because you are, I believe, level.
Boom, boom,
That's
boom,
me.
boom,
That's
boom,
me.
boom, 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 boom. Now I've got nothing. So maybe it is the microphone.
Are you still?
Yeah, it's popping. It's so loud. So
Let me see your headphones.
if you do one of the like,
Let me see your headphones. Oh yeah, it's gonna do that. I mean,
Right.
there's nothing we can do
or
about
it
that.
could be like, so every now and then I can hear out of my left ear and I don't realize it. So shit just gets louder. Could be that too.
Nice. All right, so I'm going to share this.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that too.
Shared to my timeline. We're shared to the timeline.
This fucking mane is luxurious.
Join us, ladies and gentlemen, for the Juice in the Morning podcast. We are hanging out. Johnny's got his flow back there, but we're getting ready to start the podcast. So if you guys are joining in, just let us know. Thank you. I think there's like 6 people on the live already, so I appreciate you guys joining. This is the quarantine episode, so just want to let you guys know that out there. We're gonna have a good time. It might get a little weird. I've got some Jameson over here that I'm gonna probably take a shot of.
Ooh.
I don't know, Johnny. Would you like to start off with one?
Dim the lights. It's boner time, baby. Why did I just say that? Sometimes I just need to shut up. Sometimes.
No, that was good. It's all right. I'll give you the bigger shot for that.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks
All
for fueling my alcoholism.
Cheers to the quarantine.
Quarantine, baby.
All right. Oh yeah, I held it in my mouth for a little bit.
I did too, because I hate cold liquor.
All right. Let's turn those down just a little bit more. See if we can stop from popping. I don't like the popping noise. All right.
Of the 8 of you that are watching right now, how many of you are stuck at home? Like, has your work sent you home? Are you a service?
Yeah. Yes,
service
definitely
industry?
answer that. We're going to get ready to start the actual audio portion of the podcast, so we're going to start it right now.
Let's go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Juice in the Morning. This is Justin Juice Kelly, your host, as always, and with me today in our quarantine special episode, going out to all of you people that are on Facebook Live as well. Johnny Bowden, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for the compliment on the hair.
Yep.
It does look good.
It's looking really good, man. I mean, it's long as hell. Are you going to get somebody to cut that for you?
I think I'm going to go to Against the Grain in the next couple weeks and go see our boys Darren and
Their video, Darren and Antoine, their video is getting a lot of love on the Facebook. So if you guys haven't checked the video out, we released that kind of as a recorded video, so it wasn't Facebook Live while we were doing it. But the first comment has already come across the board. Annabelle Cook says, that hair Jonny. So
Yep.
I don't know what that means. Is that
It's
is
immaculate.
Is that good? Is that
Oh,
bad?
that's definitely good. She's like, oh my God, Becky, look at that hair. You know what I mean?
I'm so excited. Like I feel like the I'm looking at the Facebook Live right now, and you can tell that the quality is good, the audio is good. I'm just very pumped about this. We got 15 people joining us already.
That's awesome.
It's fucking fantastic. Thank you guys. We do have a couple of things. Jonny did ask the question: are you stuck at home right now because of work shutting down, that kind of thing, or are you just stuck at home because you didn't have a job to start with?
Or are you being a piece of shit at work and watching us instead of working? I do that.
Yes, and Shane Uriah definitely just joined with us.
Shout out to my cousin Cody Jinks.
How you doing today, buddy? We've got Shane, the old co-host of the Juice in the Morning podcast that we need to get back in the studio. I told him that we've been missing his comedic flavor recently, so I've been hoping to get him back in soon. So hopefully he does join us soon. And but let's go ahead and just start this right off the bat. Jonny, when you got here, you said you wanted to talk about roundabouts in Indianapolis. So I want to get some information from you about that. Oh, nice. That was a good one.
Sorry about that, guys.
And I'm going to give you about 5 minutes because at 1:30 we're going to be calling Brandon Perkins.
Okay. So in Indiana we've had roundabouts established for roughly a decade now.
Yeah.
So I had a guy with Kentucky plates in front of me today. This is a straight up wild card move that it just kind of it really confused me. So I'm on 116th Street. I'm running to work in Castleton, and the guy just stops at the roundabout. Now I can see him, so I should probably say that nothing pisses me off more than I have really bad road rage. Like if you drive under the speed limit or you're just you drive like shit, it pisses me off. So he's sitting there, but I can see him fidgeting with his GPS. So I'm like, okay, he's from Kentucky, just fucking go at some point. So he takes off, and we're getting to 106th Street and 69. Now, oh shit! Now, whoa.
Yeah, you were getting a little too loud right there on the microphone.
Yeah, sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, okay, most roundabouts are set up to where they kind of herd you to go right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This crazy motherfucker stops, whips it real hard left into all the incoming headlights, and just stops in the middle of the street facing the wrong way. So I take off.
Is he going a one way?
No, so a roundabout, we're heading eastbound on 106th Street. He decides to go, north, south? Anyways, when you're on a roundabout, you're supposed to go right and do, counterclockwise.
Yeah.
This crazy son of a bitch decided to turn clockwise and go into oncoming traffic and just stop in the middle of the road. And I mean, this is 7 a.m. in Castleton, you know what I mean? There's a...
Yeah, so basically he put you in a position that would have caused a potential wreck for everybody on the road at the time.
Yeah. It was just the wildest move I've ever seen, because it's I've never seen somebody whip it into oncoming traffic like that before.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about Kentucky, so if anybody out there is from Kentucky, are roundabouts not a thing there? Maybe we give them a little bit of leeway that way?
Yeah, no, because like I said, at the first roundabout, he went through it properly.
And so he failed on the second roundabout.
But he was sitting there for a minute, and he was fucking with his...
We're going to boo that guy. We got sound effects now over here.
He was fucking with his GPS, so I know his GPS was in 10 feet, turn right on the roundabout in the third lane.
Oh, man.
I don't know. It just took me by surprise.
Rough guy. But yeah, so what has changed for you since you've had to, since this whole coronavirus thing has started, the COVID-19? What's changed for you in your life?
Time out. Everybody that's in this chat right now, give a huge birthday shout out to Rachel Crosby, please.
Happy birthday to you, Rachel. Hope you're having a good time. I know it's a rough birthday to be spending out there, but you're joining us and you're having a good time. So I say you take a shot for me. We'll take a shot for you.
Let's do it.
But no,
happy birthday, Rachel. Sorry about that.
Happy birthday. I appreciate you doing that, man. But like I said, what is going on with you that is something that is different now that this virus has come through?
So at work, we've had multiple meetings about it. I mean, we've got flyers posted everywhere. And the other day, we had the new acting director of operations come out, and he's like, "Hey, so everybody out here in your warehouse, you have to keep them 6 feet apart at all times." And I was like, "You want me to tell that to grown-ass adults?" Like, it's kind of like mob mentality. Like, if you start coughing and sneezing, we'll beat you on your way out the door and just get out of here. You know?
It's crazy because I mean, multiple times there's been people that have like had that happen where people are freaking out about somebody coughing, and you know for a fact that there's nothing wrong with anybody. Oh my god, I fucking hate this fucking Mevo thing. It's working perfectly fine, and then it just said internet connection lost, stream resumed. So stick with us, bear with us, guys. The video is recording, so we will release this video later. We will release the video later on Facebook as well. But anyways, yeah, so it's an interesting thing because I'm in kind of like a healthcare area. So everybody that comes in is, you know, hey, I want to be tested for the coronavirus. And I'm like, hey, we can't do that here. So have you looked at the CDC website? Because the CDC website says if you're feeling any kind of symptoms, stay the fuck home. Don't be coming out into public to try to figure that out. Rachel Crosby, hey, I'm interrupting myself. Rachel Crosby, it is also the 11-year anniversary of us meeting.
It's weird. It's weird that you guys know that.
It's a very interesting thing. It's probably on Facebook memories.
Yeah, I know it.
I was the fattest I ever was, and I had the longest hair I ever had. And
me right now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, my hair's never been that long. I could never do that. But hey, happy anniversary to us, Rachel. Who would have thought we'd be right here? You know. Not me.
Yes.
No, but no, it's an interesting thing because it feels like every single thing, every conversation turns to that.
I've never been more self-conscious in an environment than this. Like, because I've been a smoker I'm a vitamin user. So, like, Monday we're in a meeting and we're actually talking about the virus and whether or not we should shut down and blah, 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 blah. I just casually, I'm like, 20 people in the office just stop and turn and all stare at me, and it's like, whoa, that was like whiskey doubles and smoking way too many cigarettes last night. I promise you, please don't murder me.
Oh, I think this is our FaceTime, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer it.
All right.
We've got on the line with us Brandon Perkins of Summer Bash 2020. How are you doing today, my friend?
What's going on, fellas?
What up, big dog?
Hey, we're just kind of diving a little bit into the COVID-19 stuff that's going on, how different our lives are because of it, and talking to the people on the Facebook Live, asking them if they've had any changes because of it. Haven't gotten really any responses yet, but I just wanted to, answer this call and get off of the COVID-19 just for a bit and talk to you about what you've got going on with Summer Bash 2020. So those of you listening that are new listeners that have probably not heard of this part, even though we've talked about it multiple times, Brandon Perkins is one of the founders of the Summer Bash, and it's something that started out as just a party at his house with landscaping trailer and some speakers, and it's grown into a giant music festival. So Brandon, kind of just give them a quick rundown of, like, for new listeners and people maybe on the Facebook Live that don't know what we're talking about, and then we'll kind of dive into some more conversation after that.
Right on, man. First of all, Johnny, are you going to throw up or what, man?
He looks a little sweaty, doesn't he?
He's over there burping and gurgling.
We need a mute button like radio stations have, where you can click
dump button.
Yeah, so you can click a button.
Sorry about that.
Hey, no, man, Summer Bash is cool, man. It's summerbashindiana.com, the Summer Bash Indiana Facebook page, and then the whopper of the event, which is Bud Light presents Summer Bash Indiana 2020.
That is so fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So what does that mean for the event? Like the fact that Bud Light presents the event, what does that entail?
That means that we are presented by the biggest globally known Bud beer company on the planet, dude. I mean, Bud Light jumped in and wanted to sponsor our party. As far as the people coming to the party, there are no benefits because we give our beer away anyway.
Are there going to be like Bud Light ring girls and shit there?
I tried to get the Bud Light girls, man, but the way that works is they told me you basically the places that do that hire local talent from a talent agency and then throw a Bud Light T-shirt on them.
Oh, nice. Hey, I can
actually
get
hook
you
you
some
up.
local talent. I'm pretty sure we could hook that up.
So I'm sure Jonny can pull some local talent out of some pretty cool places.
I don't know if we want to see the kind of talent that Johnny's bringing in here, but no, that's really cool, dude. The all the rage right now is all of these seltzer waters. Johnny's drinking a couple of White Claws right now
Because it's the only choice I have. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm watching my figure. So Bud Light has a seltzer out. Is that something that might be at the Summer Bash?
There will more than likely be kegs full of sparkling water for guys like Jonny
and me. I gotta get skinny, dude. I gotta lose some weight.
And Caleb Malooly from the Gasoline Gypsies. He's a White Claw kind of guy.
I'm fucking held in a gulag right now. I have no choice.
Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight, man, because I really want to go shirtless at Summer Bash. It's kind of one of my goals, and I don't want to be.
Dude,
fat
I was
doing
270 and shirtless last year. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
So
Trust me, dude. Everybody will be looking at Andy Barron's thong anyway.
Is he going thong again?
Is he gonna go American flag, or do you think he's gonna change it up?
He's got something up his sleeve, man. I was sworn to secrecy, so it's coming.
All right,
but,
so
man, we got some light. Hopefully there's some light at the end of the tunnel through all this. So
yeah.
Hopefully we can.
So that's one of the things. That's one of the big reasons I think we wanted to have you on this podcast, because it is the Juice in the Morning quarantine podcast, so that people can join and talk with us and have something to kind of get them through the day. But Summer Bash is something to like kind of look at as like a light at the end of the tunnel. So what are kind of some things with the COVID-19 outbreak, the thing that's going on right now? What are some things that you guys are doing yourself? And you had told me you kind of gone down a rabbit hole with it a little bit. So tell me some stuff that you're doing to entertain yourself in this situation, and then also maybe give me some thoughts on the situation.
All right. Well, the first thing we're doing, man, which is really important, is we are, we're adhering to the social distancing. Just stay home if you don't have to go out, man. We want to get to July, and the more people that get this and the sicker people get, we're not going to be able to have the bash in July. So
For sure.
We want to stress that, stay healthy, man, stay safe. And don't go out if you don't have to. I know there's that generation of, that we were in our 20s where nobody's going to tell us what to do. We're going to throw parties anyway, and it's just not smart, man.
Yeah,
These
don't
people
worry.
are dying.
We're gonna definitely use Johnny's phone later, and we're gonna play some of the spring break videos of the people in Florida right now, man.
Yeah.
It's actual insanity, But the thing is, the only flip side I always think about with that situation is, if I was 19, 20 years old right now, I would be doing the exact same thing. So
Right.
I
would too sign up for natural selection myself.
But yeah,
I'd be
so
totally responsible.
everybody that's listening, man, definitely keep yourself healthy. Keep following the guidelines that are set out for you, because you don't want to miss a Summer Bash because you're laid up pooping in your house because you did not pay attention.
What?
We don't want to miss out on Summer Bash because the state and the country won't let us have it.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Now, if
So-
worst comes to worst, is there an absolute backup plan?
As of right now, there's always contingency plans, but we're not talking about that, man. Our goal is July 10th and 11th.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to pull, where everybody's going to pull through, and we got some light at the end of the tunnel. The only way, I don't want to get into much, but the only way it's going to be a canceled event is if, we absolutely just can't do it. It's not going to be canceled by us. It'll be canceled by the state,
Right.
and the government.
We're
So-
not even going to think that way. Sorry.
I
Brian.
mean, I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, if you see obviously we can't trust anything coming out of the media in China, but they're at least showing us video of people going back to work and things kind of clearing up a
Well,
little
that was
bit.
kind of crazy because there was like thousands of people dying, and now there's a bunch of bitches standing on steps removing their masks and smiling like, we're good now. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Look, regardless of the bash, dude, the Chinese government are the worst scum of the earth, and you can't ever believe anything they say. So,
Yeah. So, but my hopeful side of me is thinking like, hopefully this means that we've got a few months of the peak and the bad times, and then it'll get better, as opposed to hearing the doomsday people and the naysayers out there that are like, oh, I mean, they're going to cancel everything for the entire year. If that happened, I might actually blow my brains out. So I'm just letting you guys know.
There's, the people that are putting their gloves on and checking their mail and wiping down their groceries before they bring them in the house, and and stuff like that. And I get it, man. Some people have, the immune systems that can't handle it. Some people are scared, whatever. I can't live that way. If I'm going to live that way, I'm going to go lick a toilet in New York City right now.
Right. He's going to build up his immunity by going out and licking the toilet seats of New York.
I'm just going to, because I can't do that, man. And it's like you said, they shut stuff down for the rest of the year, and it's going to be, I'm going to go nuts. So, but it's been cool, man. The last week, I mean, you got to look at the positive in things, and I've been able to just kind of relax with my kids, and we don't have sports going on right now and running all over town. And my neighbor actually thought he got new neighbors because my cars are in their driveway all the time.
All right, and I know, cool, I know you guys have the home gym. Have you guys been working out at the home gym?
Not at all. We've been loafing, dude. We've been taking it easy and enjoying some quality time. And my chair has my ass print in it again for the first time in a while. So that's pretty cool.
Well, I just think that it's a really cool thing that you guys have going on with the Summer Bash, man. It is something to look forward to at the light at the end of the tunnel. July, remind me the exact date. July, is it 13th?
10th and 11th.
10th and 11th. So, it was 13th last year, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So I'm gonna burn that into my brain so next time I can always talk about it. But anybody that's a regular listener of the Juice in the Morning podcast, if you ever hear that quick audio before the show starts, that commercial is talking about Summer Bash. That's Stoddard doing that. I appreciated him for sending that over to me. How's he doing? Is he staying healthy over there?
Yeah, man.
He's good, man. He's one that does have a compromised immune system, so he is one of the, he's definitely taken it. The health of him and his family, he's taken to, I don't want to say an extreme level. He's doing what he has to do to protect himself and his family, and I'm not going to ever judge anybody on that.
Yeah. Well, exactly. My wife is, as soon as I step in the door, she's like, wash your hands. And I'm like,
right.
What's funny is like, it's what we talked about on the last episode is like, before today and before what we've been going through, I never consciously thought about that stuff on a regular basis whereas I am now. Like, and I'm not trying to say that anybody thinks that, I don't want people to think I'm dirty, but like,
can I bring something up real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
There was a time when Justin and I were taking a trip out of state, and we stopped at a gas station. We pissed, and like I went to pretend like I was gonna wash my hands, and so did he. But then we both stopped. We're like, I'm not really. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because the sink was dirtier than our fucking hands were at this gas station bathroom. But no, I just and the other thing is, man, I really want to go out there on a limb and tell everybody like. I've been the kind of person that's like, fuck this. Like, you're not going to get that sick. There's not going to be anything that's that bad. But then when you start to see kind of the stuff that comes out about other people getting sick, people with compromised immune systems, older people, things like that, it does make me take it a little bit more seriously. And I start heeding a little bit of the advice that the original co-host of Juice in the Morning, Shane, he was a big germaphobe, but now it kind of makes sense.
Do you think he smelled this virus coming?
Oh yeah, he's been in quarantine. He's been in quarantine for like 14 weeks.
He can't
Dude,
smell.
I was the same.
He was talking about his sense of smell. My bad. I missed the joke.
That's when it all broke, man. I was the same way. I was like, whatever. But I think it's more what they're talking about flattening the curve and not overwhelming the healthcare system more than the people that are going to get it are going to get it. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of not letting 100,000 people get it in 2 days.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
So the other thing about that is, man, is we're not China. China's dirty and they're nasty and they eat bats and snakes and dogs and
so what I want to say before you go on your rant is anything that Brandon says may not be reflected by Juice of the Morning, but this is his opinion, and I'm going to let it fly because I think it's fair enough that you're allowed to say what you want to say.
Anything that Brandon says does not reflect Brandon's way of thinking. I'm just so I mean, I believe. Dude, I'll tell you what really turned me from, and I actually had somebody call me out on it on social media, but what turned me from this is bullshit to hey, this is serious was that Dr. Fauci from the CDC. He came out and said I would rather over prepare and be accused of being ridiculous than to under prepare and lose 100,000 lives.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think that makes 100% sense.
You know, right then I was like, okay, you know, we need to take it a little serious, because now, you know, he's right. I'd rather, and that's anything you do for the Juice in the Morning show. If you're underprepared, it's a shit show.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I mean, it's happened a bunch of times.
Right. So I mean, you know, if you underprepare for anything you do, it's a shit show. And if you overprepare and then you were wrong, well, then you were prepared for anything. So that's what really changed. But dude, the rabbit holes on this thing are unbelievable. Have you heard the one about how Trump and the Trump White House and the CIA have done this as a covert mission to arrest all the chomos and pedophiles?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've heard it. It's a great.
Shit, I haven't heard
to be
that.
honest, it's a great conspiracy theory, because it's hard to find. It's hard to find a lot on it. But basically, it's saying that this is kind of like a way that people are trying to cover up the fact that, like, for example, Tom Hanks is out of the country in Australia, saying that he was testing positive. That's why he can't come back to the United States.
And
but
then
other
this virus said, "Look at me,
but
I'm the captain."
But
now.
other people are saying that he was part of that pedophile ring, like, and that Oprah was part of it.
Dude, he just played fucking
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, that's not a good one, man.
But no, and there's a long thread. Actually, I'm glad you brought it up. I'll once we hop off the phone, I'll read through that thread and just let people decide how they feel about it, because it is an interesting thing. Like, I mean,
well, I know how the rest of this episode's gonna go.
Right on, fellas. Have a good day.
But no, before we get out of here with you though, like I said, let everybody know about Summer Bash, what's going on. I mean, you already did the big announcement, but anything else that you think that people need to know about, and we'll get you in the studio here soon.
Absolutely, man. No, the bash is cool, man. It's going to be fun. We got a lot of good bands. We pulled in that Bud Light sponsorship, which is cool. We got a really good deal with BAMWX out of Greenwood. They're the official weather sponsor or weather provider of the bash. So they're going to take care of us as far as, you know, if any weather moves in, they're going to be able to call us and say, hey, man, you got X amount of minutes to get everybody to their car, because for the next, you know, it's going to storm at this time for this amount of time. And then, you know, we're going to have a meteorologist on call through the entire week and through the entire event. So we don't have to worry about the weather. And, you know, we have our emergency plans for that. We pulled we got a big, we just, you know, the Bud Light sponsorship, the BAM sponsorship. We got Dr. Christopher Jones, the plastic surgeon out of Indy. He's the best. He's the best of the best in the state, man.
Do you think he could even make Jonny look attractive?
I was actually getting ready to ask about that.
It'll probably be on what's that show? Is it Butched or Butchered? Or
Botched.
I'm
Botched,
I'm actually a pretty attractive son of a bitch.
Jonny would be on Botched before the surgery even happened.
All right.
But no, man, the bash still, tickets are on sale, and obviously, you know, everybody, you know, we obviously know that ticket sales are going to kind of, you know, take a hit right now because everybody's keeping hold of their money, which is fine, man. We get it. So go check out the event on Facebook. Go check out the bands, man. Go support those bands right now that are playing on our bash. They're all, you know, obviously all their gigs are canceled now for the next foreseeable future. So go to the page and or the event or whatever and find those bands and give them a listen, and, you know, drop them a message online, man. Tell them, you know, that you got their backs and you can't wait to see them in July, and try and pick their spirits up a little bit. And, you know, we just want to take care of the bands. We want to take care of you guys. Anything we can do, any shows we can do to help you out. And, you know, it's just about taking care of each other, man, getting through it, and everybody making it to the second weekend of July, because that's what we want to do, man. It's not even about the ticket sales, dude. It's just about being there. I mean, you guys know firsthand that the atmosphere of the bash is something
family.
You can't put it in words.
Reunion.
100%.
Yeah. With family you've never met.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah,
we appreciate you guys,
and you know,
man.
one of the guys that you had on the show last year, Scott Schrader, has started a Facebook page.
It's
incredible. during this COVID-19 outbreak called Live from Home Open Stage, and he is basically allowing musicians to feature their music. One of the things that I want to tell anybody that's maybe participating in Summer Bash, and something that you might be able to relay the message, Brandon, is tell them to maybe join the page, throw some stuff on there, because
I had a buddy last night
also,
get 600 views in 30 minutes.
I think also share your merch sites, your merch links, and things like that. Because if we're going to be supporting artists like this, we need to be buying their stuff that can be bought right now. Because what they were selling before was a great time, a show, something like that. Now we got to actually be able to support them on a different level, on a different type of way of doing that.
Man, I agree with that. And Scott Schrader's page is infecting people faster than COVID-19.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It's I think over I want to say like 9,000 follows or likes.
15,000.
Oh no, I'm looking at it right now. 18,823 members. So
he started that.
There's
He
some
started
good
that
music
just for.
too.
He started that just for the Shelbyville area.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a wild time. But yeah, I think if you have any local artist friends or anybody that's in that kind of stuff, buy their merch, watch their videos, stream them on Spotify, stream them on any kind of streaming service that you can stream them on, because that's actually going to help. And we're stuck inside right now, so there's always an opportunity to do that. Like if you, for example, like podcasting, like. For example, the Juice of the Morning podcast, share it with your friends, have them like the page. Like it's not something that's that big a deal, but during this time, we're going to put out content for you. Like after we get done with the podcast, Jonny and I are going to make some stupid videos for potentially TikTok and things like that and throw them out there and see what people like.
Absolutely, man. I mean,
we're also starting an OnlyFans, so if you guys want to.
Johnny's starting an OnlyFans.
Jonny, what's that? Are you going to do a Patreon too? Is that what that's called, Patreon?
Yeah, it's
he was supposed to get on that about 2 years ago, but
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But no, I think it's going to be a fantastic time. Look for Summer Bash July 10th and 11th. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to anybody from Juice in the Morning, but you can also reach out to Brandon Perkins personally. I know his phone probably blows up all the time, but if you have questions or concerns, I'm sure he would be more than happy to talk to you about it.
I always reach out, man. I got people, messages every day, so I'm not afraid to answer questions or anything like that. But I'm going to jump off here because I really want to hear I want to hear you go down the rabbit hole, and I really want to see Johnny's response. So, awesome.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you joining, man. Anybody that's listening, follow Summer Bash Indiana.
Much love, Perkins.
Facebook. Anybody can get on there. Buy your tickets. It's very easy to do. Support all these guys. Thanks again, Brandon. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, and we'll see you in July.
Much love, Perkins.
All right, that was a fantastic conversation with Brandon Perkins from Summer Bash 2020. We've had the Summer Bash guys on multiple times. We've talked to them a lot. But really quickly, I just wanted to jump on the Facebook Live and just say thank you to the people that are listening and following along. Kyle Carroll, Steve Rivera, Devon Shoemaker, Justin Lentz, Ian Pomfret, James Caird, all these people. Thank you so much for joining along with us. Do you guys have anything that you want to
AMA, baby.
Out?
Ask us anything.
Ask us anything. Literally anything. I will answer it.
Actually, is Devon Shoemaker still in the chat?
He might be. I mean, just shout him out. So ask him if he's still there. I mean, the Facebook is about a minute and a half behind what we're talking about.
Okay.
Maybe 30, 45 seconds.
And Darren Hoscott just joined. Shout out to ATG Against the Grain Barbershop.
Yep. Also, Ian Pomfret, don't forget, I do poop really hard now. So
dude, I could see it in the back of the toilet when I went to piss earlier.
It splashes against the back of the toilet.
So
dude,
bad.
I can't do anything about it.
It's so bad,
and I am working on getting it cleaned up. Don't worry. I am working on that. I'm going to get the brush out tomorrow and scrub some toilets.
Wait, get the brush out.
And
why don't you just stand at the top of the stairs and be like, wife?
Because she's, 7 months pregnant? I'm not going to be telling her what to do right now.
She can't clean shit up?
Nope. Not right now. I'm the one doing that kind of stuff.
All right.
But Calvin Turner giving us the rock on sign, dude. Is there any comedy that you have watched recently? Because you guys, I'm sure, are stuck inside.
I have been.
Definitely share anything that you might have listened to. And then, Jonny, I want to get your take because did you check out Birdie Boy?
I was disappointed.
Really?
It was a good.
Usually you give them all a pass, I feel like.
It was
I don't like
okay,
them.
so it was a great special.
Yeah. Matt Songer joined. Thank you for joining, buddy.
What's up, Song GZ? But Crusher, it was a good special. I laughed. The Starbucks jokes was funny. The ones with the guns and the flashlight, that was funny. But it really Okay, so he recycled a joke that he did years ago, and it pisses me off when comedians recycle jokes to use on a special like that. The Jason Voorhees period thing.
So that was something that was
He
recycled?
did that on like Jimmy Fallon or some shit like years ago, and that went viral for a very long time. And then he used 25 minutes of an hour special to talk about that again, and it just kind of I don't know, it bugged me.
Yeah. So I've yet to watch it.
Shots.
I've yet to watch it. Everybody that's watching right now, if you have a bottle of alcohol or a drink or something like that, we're going to do what I want to do is like a community shot or drink or whatever you would like to do. So go ahead and grab whatever your pick your poison and join us. And then I want to see comments, though, in the chat before we do it. So we might keep talking here for a minute, but as soon as I see a few comments that might spark this interest, we'll take our shot at the same time as you guys.
And also, Songer, you're in the service industry, correct? So you're you're one of the people that's not laid off, but you're... Well, I mean, Songer, you've always got like fucking 75 jobs that you're always doing. So I don't want to say you're not working, but I know that you're bartending often. So I just curious, like, what's this been like for you? Like, how did that go down? Where, like, what was your reaction when you were like, fuck, I can't work for a couple weeks?
I mean, the service industry is a big industry that's hit with that. I know that, and I'm definitely not, I'm not calling anybody out in that industry because of my experience. I'm not saying it. Don't listen to this as an offensive thing, but I know when I was in the service industry, I literally had $0 until I worked the next day.
That's because you're shitty with your money.
I would make the money, then I would spend the money, and then I would go and make the money again. If I needed to pay rent, I'd pull like 4 doubles in a row so that I could make that money in like 4 days and pay my rent at the end of the 4 days.
You know what really...
Usually 3 to 4 days late after when I was supposed to pay my rent.
You know what really sucks? I waited 31 years to get my shit together. 2020, I decided to do it. Now all this shit's happening.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
You know, like, they always say, what better time than now?
Yeah.
Any other time. Yeah. Any other time.
Next month is going to be fucking a scene from Independence Day, and then I don't even know.
Hey, I want to say that right now we've got 2 comments. We've got Matt Songer shots up and hashtag it's only Sprite. Hey, Sprite still works. It's
Chris
pick your poison.
Chris Epp, you're Colorado, right?
Yep. Chris Epp has got his ready. I want to get at least 2 more comments that say that they're ready to take a drink or a shot with us, regardless of what it is. Doesn't matter what your poison is. Just pick it out. Let us know when you're ready.
If this COVID thing lasts an entire year of shutdown, do you know how bad I'm going to feel when I have to turn around and look at somebody and be like, I don't know why that zombie was crying, but I still shot him in the face.
Still shot him in the head. No,
this is the worst start to the zombie apocalypse of all time.
So that's another question I have is, if this was a movie, who would play you in the zombie apocalypse?
Ooh. I mean,
and you got to be real.
Okay,
you got to be real.
Okay.
It can't be like Brad Pitt because you're not Brad Pitt handsome.
So okay, fuck you. Have you seen this hair, bitch? So as soon as
you're more like Javier Bardem handsome. I would say.
Thanks. I'll take. He's a good actor. Okay, so this isn't my answer yet because I'm gonna need to think about this. But as soon as you said it, my first instinct was Seth Rogen.
Okay. He's done that before.
But I mean,
he's done it into the world.
Do you have somebody in mind
for you?
Oh, for me? Do you have anybody in mind for you? Because I'm gonna have to. So if somebody was playing me in the zombie apocalypse and they're an actor, oh fuck.
See, I don't know of any actors that I look like. I'm thinking of potential. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
For me,
to be honest with you, I've never had somebody tell me like, "Hey, you look like this person," so I can't even think of it in that way. You know. Hey, before we dive more deep into this conversation, let's read Songer's comment.
I got a question for him first. I frequent Joe's 116th and 82nd Street. Like, what shifts do you usually work there, Matt? Because Will and John, and obviously I'm close with Ryan Miller. We're both, Justin knows Ryan too, but Will's a good friend. I know, John's cool. Hope's cool. I'm just never there when you're working. It'd be cool to come in and get a drink from you sometime.
I didn't get your question. What was your question?
Who, me?
Did you have a question or did you say a comment?
Me?
Just now, yes.
I was talking to Matt Songer. I was asking. He bartends at Joe's 116.
Well, that's what I was.
I've never seen him.
I was gonna share his comment real quick.
Oh.
He says works downtown, Joe's in Saddle. No work, brother. Luckily, I've gotten better at saving and drinking, so I can survive a good month or so. Until then, I'm living on Burger King, and in a week or so, I'm switching to ramen, probably beer because there isn't any chicken flavors left. No ramen, dude. Every now and then, I'll get like a hankering for some ramen. Like it just out of nowhere, I'm like, dude, I should probably eat some ramen right now.
I do the same thing, and then I take that explosive shit, and I don't eat it again for 6 months.
And then to follow that up, I think Devon's making one of the funniest comments I've ever heard. Johnny looks like he should be in Uncut Gems.
I haven't seen it.
I gotta
yet.
watch it. I haven't watched it. I've heard it's really good, and I love gambling. So
I love Kevin Garnett. I love Adam Sandler.
And I love Matt's comment. We will bounce back, though. It's life. We're in this together, boys, and we are in this together, ladies and gentlemen. We all need to support each other in any way we can.
Speaking of Summer Bass, shout out to Beckett Weir, drummer for Glam America. He's a kick-ass dude.
He was a stud, dude.
I had
the longest conversation of all time. I thought you were going to take him behind one of the tour buses and jerk him off. But
I don't know about that, but I do remember Beckett and I started talking, and then all of a sudden we realized we're like, oh shit, it's dark outside.
Yeah, dude. And I did a sped up version of the camera, and you can watch as the sun goes down, and you guys are talking. And didn't even leave the table once, but no, we were talking before that. Before we dove into the comments,
and that's awesome that you're going to be working at the new location. Ryan's been talking a lot about that, man.
Westfield,
awesome.
Hell yeah! I'm trying to move up north eventually, but
right.
No, we've been talking about, dude. I wish I could just go back and listen to what we were just talking about because we had something even before the Songer stuff.
Zombie apocalypse?
Yeah. Who would play you in a movie in the zombie apocalypse?
So I stopped thinking about it. Who do you have for me?
For you,
because my first thought for me was Seth Rogen. I don't know why.
Seth Rogen's good.
For you,
let me see real quick. Let me see something. I'm gonna look it up.
I think Channing Tatum could play me, and not strictly from a looks, but not Channing Tatum. I don't like that. Never mind.
I would say...
Actually, I would 100% have Burt Kreischer play me.
Burt Kreischer would be good. Burt Kreischer would be really good for you. I think so. I think that's a good one, man. I think for you, I would say...
See, at least you got Google, bitch.
I mean, yeah, you're playing around on your phone over there watching the Facebook Live, so it's hard for you to look at it.
Yeah, because I'm actually talking to the fans.
I mean, I'm the one who brought it up earlier, but we're not going to go there. No, I would say for you,
for me,
somebody that I've seen before.
Because you wanted to roast me.
No, I don't. I don't want to roast you. I don't want to roast you. I want to get an accurate one.
So Burt Kreischer would be my pick to play me.
Burt Kreischer's good. I'm trying to think, dude. I don't know actors' names just off the top of my head. I'm gonna do top male actors in their 30s.
I'm oddly staring. I appreciate that, Songer. Thank you.
I could see you as James Marsden.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. Maybe? No.
That's fucking dumb.
Maybe. I'm just looking at guys' faces right now, so don't be mad. Tom Hardy, and then I'm Bill Hader.
Yes!
I'm Bill Hader, and you're Tom Hardy.
All right, dude, I'll take Tom Hardy all day. Bill Hader was he's funny.
He can kind of be a dick, but he can kind of be like that straight guy.
So you know who I would have play you?
Okay.
Will Arnett.
I like Will Arnett too. Let me look this guy up because I want to make sure I'm thinking of the right guy. He's got that deep voice. Oh yeah.
BoJack Horseman,
and he's in Arrested Development. I like him. I think that would be good. He's he does a really good pretty boy though, and I'm not super pretty. Like I don't know,
dude. You're the prettiest bitch I've ever met. Shut up. So Chris Epp said Jonah Hill and Mark Wahlberg. Obviously, you're Jonah Hill.
Wouldn't that be a good matchup though? Like
That would
good,
be.
a good team up.
Songer, I love this answer. He said, "JB, you're a fine mix between Bert and Billy Ray." Thank you, bro. And Beckett Weir said, "Johnny, you look oddly a lot like Bradley Cooper. It's weird."
No, I think he was talking about me.
A Star Is Born.
I want
to hear that song right now.
I want to say thank you so much to Brandon James Denny for joining as well. I appreciate you popping in and sticking around with us, dude. I know you're working hard regardless of the COVID-19 outbreak. I watch your snaps daily, dude. You're just I feel like
I think
literally
he's got me blocked on everything.
Literally, I think
Can't
on
find him.
every single thing that I see from you, it's you're working. So you got to be making that money, man. Congrats to that. I think you're working hard. I appreciate you joining us. And you're wanting to hear a song.
No, you don't have to really play it. You've got me addicted to that fucking song, man.
Well, I think we can get away with I think literally we can get away with.
Apparently, that's a really good movie.
I think we can get away with like exactly.
My lady friend has been trying to get me to watch it, but
I think we can get away with like
really want
exactly like 4 seconds or something like that. But there's an ad, so I'm going to let that play real quick. BJ Robbins, producer BJ joining. So we only had 2 people, so my shot thing didn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and take it now
right.
while we're waiting for this ad to end.
Here's to you, here's to me.
Best friends will always be.
That's the thing I love most about my job is I work with musicians all day. Shitty quality, but it's time to testify.
But yeah, that's about all I want to play before we get kicked off of Facebook.
Amy Winehouse and that's Lady Gaga, isn't
Lady
it?
Gaga, yep.
Oh, rest in peace, Amy. I miss her.
Yeah.
But Lady Gaga in like a weird way, you kind of want to fucking punch her at the same time, you know what I mean? I'm not wrong though, guys. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Do a little fucking and punching, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's just boo Johnny for the Lady Gaga thing real quick.
Come on.
No, but yeah, I think that the you already took your shot, didn't you?
Nope.
All right, cheers again. We'll take this and then we'll move on to the next subject.
I did not look up. Holy fuck! I did not look up falconry, by the way.
That's fine.
I know a little bit about it. It's really fucking cool.
Matt Songer, all right, after hearing you sing, you just went to Jack Black. Jack Black?
Oh, that is it. That's perfect. That's
it. Jack Black, Will Arnett.
Dude, that's a fucking zombie apocalypse movie right there.
Movie duos right there. I think that's perfect. I think that's a great little matchup. Here, real quick though, let's. What I wanted you to do is jump on your phone real quick and find those spring break videos, and let's just kind of get some of those people's thought process on this whole situation.
Well, I mean, we can, people have phones and be like, hey, you could just go to Twitter real quick and scroll down like 3 seconds. And
I know, but I would like to play them. I'd like to play them, and then while you do that, I'm gonna find the conspiracy.
This is where people get bored.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Nope.
100%.
It's because they're getting bored because you're not doing anything.
Are you okay? I just entertained the masses with some fucking beautiful vocals for a second.
So we're looking.
Hey, how we feeling about Phillip Rivers, people?
I'm actually excited,
dude. Okay, I hated it.
I'm not scared.
I hated it for 10 seconds, then I was like, it's better than fucking Brian Hoyer.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not mad about it. We'll see how it goes. Phillip Rivers has like 18 kids, right? Dude. So he's not going to get in trouble off the field.
He's got 9. Phillip Rivers he's almost bred an entire starting offense.
Yeah, he could field a team. It's okay.
What, he's got 9, so he's too shy?
Yeah.
He's he's a left guard and right tackle away.
He's got to be a big boy though, I don't know if he's producing big boys or not.
Dude, I don't know. The way he talks to some of those defensive linemen, that dude's carrying some big balls on him.
Let me see real quick. Your bottom of your phone has one of these, right?
Yep.
All right, there you go. So I want to get a little bit of little bit of these guys' thought processes here. Hey, Terry Shepard, thanks for joining the chat, man. How are you doing today? We're hanging out, quarantined, having a good time.
So, did you see the celebrity singing the John Lennon thing?
No clue what you're talking about at all.
So it makes sense actually because all the celebrities they got are like, you're like, I think I remember you from that one movie like 8 years ago, you know, minus Wonder Woman. She's so hot. Start talking, bitch. I'm trying to look this up.
Is it Gal Gadot? No. What are you still looking up? Like, are you still?
I'm trying to
looking up
find
something
this
different now.
I'm trying to find these spring break videos. We're like, bro, we're just like fucking. Oh, here it is.
At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop
You
me.
got to make it as loud as possible, don't you? Good Lord. All right, go ahead.
Sorry for everybody's ears. All right, here you go. I'm gonna piss.
At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. You know, I've been waiting. We've been waiting for Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months.
Hey.
We're just out here having a good time. Happened.
Like, it's really messing up with my
I just want to note that everybody that's talking in this video looks sick.
Other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all
Johnny
of it.
made a
It's really
great
messing
point.
up. I think
Everybody
they're blowing
talking
it
in
way
this
out of
video
proportion.
looks
They
like
get
they have the
sued. Way too much
COVID-19.
It's bad. We need a refund. This virus ain't that serious. It's serious. It's more serious things out there like hunger and poverty, and we need to address that.
Yeah, I mean, we planned this a long time ago, and it was kind of up in the air. if we were
Yes,
still
Queen.
But, like, we're here. I just turned 21 this year, so I'm here to party, so it's kind of disappointing.
I just
But
turned
we're
21
just
this
making the
year,
most of it. We met
so-
these other people in our little Airbnb spot, so we're just hanging out with them and trying to get drunk before everything closes.
See, before everything
I mean, it
closes.
sucks, but we're gonna make the best of it. We're enjoying ourselves. It sucks, and I'm from New Orleans, so this really sucks. However, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We having day parties all day. It's my birthday.
They having day parties all day, all day. Turn up.
We're just living for the moment. We're just going for.
Just
we're just gonna
going,
do what
living for the
happens when it
moment,
happens. When stuff closes, we're gonna do it when it closes. But besides that, we're just trying to have the best trip we can.
Once again, like I said earlier on the show, I feel like I'm exactly the same as these kids right now. If I was 20, 21, getting ready to, just start drinking and having a good time, I would have been right there with them. I would have been on the beach with them, partying, having a good time. One of my favorite videos that always comes out from spring break in the last few years is the Oklahoma drills that people are doing, where the
Did you just shoo the fucking sound away? You were like,
no, that was Blue. Blue came in and I was like,
no, I mean like whenever I actually had the volume up on my phone and when it started playing, you were like, shoo.
I feel like you turned it down. It was okay. It was all good.
All right.
But yeah, I think it's one of those things. I would be right there with them. I would be partying with them. I'd be having a good time, not worried that I was going to get sick, because also everything that's coming out on the news is saying that they're not at risk, so they have nothing to worry about. Who doesn't? Young people. They're going to get sick, but they're not going to it's not like terminal for them, you know?
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what literally that's all that's going out, is it's bad for old people and infants and people with
What's bad for old people is the fact that all the young people who aren't going to die are going to the stores and buying all the shit tickets and bread and essentials before the old people can get there to buy them.
Yeah.
Like, I've dead ass been trying to buy a loaf of bread for a week. And everywhere I go is out of fucking bread. I'm to a point where, like, I'm about to start sending office emails and be like, I'll give you $30 a gram for bread.
No, I think that people are freaking out and people are buying a lot of that stuff. But Terry Shepard, I probably would have been there as well. Redneck Riviera was my jam. Panama City. Miguel
Was
Pedrosa,
that a gay
symptoms are
bar?
worse in people under 40.
I'm just kidding, Terry. I love you.
Miguel, everything I've read has not said anything that symptoms are worse in people under 40.
You would say that.
I'm going to argue with you.
You would say that.
I love you and I love your opinion, and I'm sure that you have read up on this stuff, but I've read up on it as well, and everything that I'm hearing is the reason that they want people to stay away from each other is because of older people not doing well with it. Just kind of the same as the flu and everything else.
I fucking love Italy, though.
Yeah. Going on the balconies and playing
everything
music
they're doing
and singing.
I can't even.
It's pretty fantastic. Like, I mean, that shows you the American spirit, dude. If the world was to
did you say American spirit?
Or the or the human spirit,
Try
whatever you want to fucking
Try
say.
doing that in Jersey.
Who gives a fuck?
Try doing that in Jersey. You're on the 9th floor and you open up your window and you're like, let's all sing a song. You're going to have 30 people like, shut the fuck up, fucking queer. Get back in your house.
Yeah.
Why? That was like a weird Arnold.
I was confused.
Yeah. You know what I meant,
but
though.
we got it. No, I just think that it's the human spirit is awesome. Let's get it right.
Oh, yeah.
I said the American spirit,
What
but
was
the
it?
human spirit is awesome because people are making the best of the situation. I mean, we're doing a podcast right now.
That's what you got to do,
We're
man.
doing a live video for people that want to join us and chat with us and have a good time. And we thoroughly appreciate it because we know right now you guys don't have a lot of other stuff to do. So we're gonna take advantage of it and hopefully become a new friend of yours that you hang out with on a regular basis.
That's a key to life, man. Making the best of what's around, you know?
And one thing I've been doing a lot lately is I've been playing video games a lot lately.
Me too.
It's weird. Like, it's like, okay, so we can't go out in the real world. Let's go into the virtual world.
Yeah, that is an excellent point to bring up. I love video games. Like, I'm kind of, I know we talk about Rogan a lot, but he's absolutely right when he says, like, dude, I can get sucked into that world because I love it.
Yeah.
So I don't allow myself to do it very often. Like, there was a time where, 2K and Madden consumed my life. It was like work, PlayStation. But this Warzone, like, I get to, I get to play with
Call of Duty Warzone?
Yeah, Call of Duty Warzone. I get to play with you. I get to play with other friends. And it's like, for a while I was doing a lot of reading, and now I'm getting like half a paragraph in, and I'm like, let's murder some bitches.
Dude, I've got
hey,
speaking of that, though, you just brought up reading. I actually just got into a book.
I almost brought you a book today.
Because I actually found my Kindles, because the Kindles have been sitting in a drawer for probably 2.5 years, not used.
Now the Kindle, that's the
e-reader.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, it's kind of like a tablet, but just you read books on it.
Cool.
But I have one that's too old that apparently there was a whole news article that Amazon sent out to everybody that said if you don't update your operating system by this date, you'll never be able to unless you like manually download everything. So my really old Kindle, it's like a Paperwhite, so like it literally looks like paper, like you're reading paper, but it's like this big. It's a small little thing, but it's really nice. It's really convenient. It's light. It's
like virtual pages?
Yeah. Like so you just click there's a button on the side of it that you click to turn the page. It's really cool. It looks really cool. It's awesome. It's very light and very, very convenient. But the problem is it's the software won't update, so I can't buy books on it anymore, and I can't do anything with it. So basically, it's just a paperweight now. So I'm just gonna launch it out the window later. But
no, give it to me. Time out for just a second. Save that thought. Chris Epp. There was a viral video going around of it's spring break, so there's a bunch of very early 20s people talking about fuck this virus, bro. I'm trying to get drunk. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, basically just our youth not really taking. Wait, did I just say our youth?
The youths.
Whoa.
The youths of the nation.
Whoa.
But no, but
yeah, what are you reading?
So I started charging my newer one that apparently, even though it was like dead to the world with the battery, it was still updating itself somehow. I have no idea. But I downloaded because, so guess you already probably know who my favorite author is, but off the top of your head, who do you think my favorite author is?
Hunter S. Thompson.
Well, okay, so he's number one, but number two fiction. I mean, I guess number one fictional because Hunter S. Thompson's more mixture between fiction and
Chuck
nonfiction.
Pala.
Once again, also good, Palahniuk. But no, actually, my number one favorite fiction author is Stephen King. It's been my favorite forever.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I found out that I could jump on
Did you
Amazon,
guys end up finishing the one that I gave you?
Jen's still working on it. She says it's slow. She says it's slow at the beginning.
Mr. Mercedes, right?
Yeah.
Because I hadn't actually.
I like it.
I never
I've read
finished it. I I gave it to her before I read it.
But no, so basically, as soon as I realized I could get on Amazon and start looking up books. I looked up Stephen King just to see if he had anything new I hadn't heard about, anything like that, anything that caught my eye. And I was scrolling through The Institute.
Ooh.
The Institute is about kids that have special abilities, and the main character gets kidnapped from his parents.
Oh, Umbrella Academy? No, I'm kidding.
It's not that. But,
I know.
But basically, the description of it is like it's got the charm of like It with the kids, but then it's got like some like you know how the kids were a part of it.
Yeah.
And it's got like the psychological aspects of like Carrie.
Ooh.
Because of the telekinesis and things like that, and it's dude, it's really good.
Called The Institute.
Called The Institute, and it's by Stephen King. I'm probably about 30% into it. The reason I say 30% is because your Kindle doesn't count pages; it counts percentage of how far you're into it. So I'm 30% into it, but I'm digging it, dude. It's one of those. Jen and I, hey. First of all, I'm bearing the lead here. Jen and I went and got pedicures and eyebrows done.
Dude, it's one of the best feelings.
And I was reading as I was getting it done.
Your eyebrows, even though sometimes, like if they pluck that shit, it hurts. But goddamn, it
don't
feels
care.
so good
And it
afterwards.
looks
Oh my
fantastic.
God.
You look like a better human afterwards.
Dude,
like it's no joke.
when
I want to do the pedicure. I haven't done the pedicure yet.
Oh my God.
No, manicure. I haven't done the manicure yet. I've done the pedicure.
So we've actually, for those of you who might know, we're Eskimo brothers on a few.
Don't tell the people that. Look, go ahead. It's fine. It's live. We're never going to be able to get this back. We're never going to pull it back.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to leave it out there for all of you forever. So daughter that I see in about 17 years.
Yeah, sorry about that. Your Uncle Johnny.
She's going to ask, what's an Eskimo brother?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, thank you, Michael Britt, by the way.
And Chris Epps, we're playing Call of Duty Warzone.
Call of Duty Warzone, it's free, Chris
because
Epps.
it's free.
It's free, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's very fun.
It's a lot of fun. But there was a
Juice 8507.
There's a particular human being that we both dated.
Yeah. We had a good time.
By initial
Took him out to a nice steak dinner.
Yeah.
And never called her again.
Yeah. It was more of like a fuller type of relationship, you know what I mean? But she had this little block.
So you're saying your heart was full.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Like I don't have anything for the first name, but
this is so bad. But this is what happens in a quarantine.
So she had one of these little blocks, and it was, it had like 4 sides to it. And I see her doing it, and I'm like, what is that? Like, what are you doing? And then she did like one of my hands with it, and it like fucking filed it, and then it like got underneath, and then it like polished it and shit. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, like it starts to make your like fingernails like smooth and
God.
shiny.
What's it? It's a
clean.
It's a manicure for the feet, right?
No, pedicures feet, manicures hands.
Well, I've got an actual manicure once, and that was prom freshman year, and that felt awesome.
Really, like for prom, like I didn't.
The bitch I was going with, I can't even remember her name, but she was like, "Do you want to get a pedicure?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is," but like I thought
you made her just sound like a swamp monster, by the way, with that voice.
I thought that meant she was gonna do something freaky, and it turns out it was about my nails. So,
yeah. Christopher Garrett joined. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the chat. Hope you have a good time. We're talking everything. So anybody that's in the chat,
this is an AMA, guys.
Say whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
Devon Shoemaker, make it known if you are still in the chat, because you asked a question last time we did an AMA and it never got answered.
Hey, speaking of that, do you have any of the notes still that you were taking? Like, didn't you have some stuff that you wanted to talk about?
I believe I did.
You can get off the Facebook.
But let me.
I mean, I can pull up our Facebook. Let me do that. You keep doing what you're doing.
Also, oh yeah, well, nobody really asked any questions on the Facebook, but I did.
But you've posted a lot of stuff that I would like to talk about. So let me scroll through there and find it. We've got time.
Have you ever heard of a mantis shrimp?
Silence can happen. Like, I mean, we don't have to be talking the entire time.
Have you ever heard of a mantis shrimp?
No, I've heard your burps though.
they've been
just kidding, dude.
out loud today.
Just kidding.
So a mantis shrimp?
What is a mantis shrimp? Does it look like a praying mantis?
No, it's a giant fucking shrimp, and it's
What
one
I'm
of the.
saying, does it look like a praying mantis?
Actually, it kind of does, but it looks like if a lobster fucked a praying mantis. That's what it looks like, but much bigger. So
that sounds scary as fuck,
dude. It's an apex predator in the ocean.
That's insane,
and it's so awesome. Okay, so it has claws like a fucking.
Oh, dude. Okay, keep going.
It has claws like a praying mantis, and they fucking move. You see that whip? They throw them so hard that it actually shoots faster than a 22.
Faster than a 22.
Yeah, it can be like, and you'll never see it. You're just like, oh shit.
The mantis shrimp.
A mantis shrimp.
No way, dude. His name's a shrimp. He's not a fighter.
No, but it looks so delicious. That's one of those things.
Do you think they cook them?
God, I don't know. I've never seen that, but they do look delicious. But it's just a fascinating animal. And then I'm watching shit on orca whales. Like the other day, I got super fucking.
So I picked like the opposite of what you wanted to research.
Yeah, you did. But no, falconry is in something that I'm actually looking into. But I got really baked the other day, and I was watching shit on orca whales, and it's really fascinating to watch. Like their sea lions.
What's up, Paige Fisher, Josh Malkak, and Christopher Garrett?
Are those the only three that are in the?
No, they just joined recently.
Okay.
But yeah, we're dwindling down. I think Facebook and their algorithm, I think, are trying to push us to the bottom so people don't pay attention to us. But yeah, hey, share this with everybody.
What's your question?
Everybody that's talking. I've got a great thing that I would like to talk on the live, and hopefully people join us. Jonny asked a question on Facebook. What movie, in your opinion, is perfect? His answer, Reservoir Dogs.
Yep.
Let's argue. Everybody likes to argue. Everybody likes negative. So let's do that. So the first answer was Rick Wimmer. That is such a hard question. Boondock Saints is one that that I would put up there, but the second one didn't deliver, and kind of removes the perfect part. Awesome movie, though. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, off the top of my head, I'm going to disagree with them because you can't judge a specific movie based off its sequels. For example,
I agree.
In my opinion, a perfect movie, The Matrix, the very first movie, is perfect. It's perfect in pacing. It's perfect in acting. It's perfect in the cast. Literally everything about the first movie is perfect. Yes, they do fuck it up with the second and third. Like, it's just not as good. But you can't judge the one movie and say it's not perfect because the sequels exist.
We all know the first Ace Ventura fucking sucked.
I don't know.
With the Miami Dolphins thing, but Pet Detective
was pretty good.
Really?
But
really?
This is a completely different conversation. Sequels that are better than the first. Ace Ventura 2 is definitely better than the first.
Oh, yeah.
But the first is still very good.
I'm not saying
it's very good.
It's good.
Don't say just good. It's very good.
Pet Detective
it's like
was
really good. It's really good.
But I mean, Boondock Saints, man. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand how low budget that was. Like, they basically went into that movie and they're like, "We've got $10,000."
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Did I say Paige Fisher as well? Thank you for joining.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Is she hot?
Paige. I mean, she's married, but yeah.
Okay. What's up, Paige? Now
and Anthony Odie, Colts fan, love that guy.
Yeah,
he's been there for the Colts live shows that we've done every year since Paulie Sleeper has joined.
Oh, nice. We'll be doing some this year, hopefully.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some fucking cool shit.
And by the way, I'm just an idiot talking. I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. Don't quote me on this shit. Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said shit. But
it's really hard to pour, by the way.
I bet
it's like no stopper.
Ooh. But so Boondock Saints, it was basically a group of guys that was like, look, we've got 10 grand. We've got this idea for a movie.
It had to be more than 10 grand.
Well, I mean, obviously, like I said, I'm a moron who has no clue what I'm talking about. But somehow they go out and they're like, okay, William Dafoe, we're going to offer you one of the greatest roles you're ever going to play.
Willem
Dafoe. God, there's just
I do that to everybody.
Sometimes, Justin, is the way you fucking correct my mistakes. Time out on this. For the last 6 months, after a conversation with him and Rachel Crosby, I'm terrified to say the word picture.
Yeah, because you see picture.
But they go out and they get Willem Dafoe and Billy Connolly, and then they find Sean Patrick Flannery and Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus, stud.
This is right. He was a model before this.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was doing like the Marky Mark underwear shit. They get Willem Dafoe. They're like, hey, we want you to play a detective. And he's probably like, oh, yeah, that sounds really cool. They're like, but you're also really super gay. No, I'm thinking in my mind, this is how they sold it to him. They're like, hey, listen, you're going to play a detective, and we can't pay you.
Oh, but that was so good.
And he's like, cool. He's like, but you're also going to put on a wig and a dress.
They probably had a really well, when you have a very specific point of view.
But what's beautiful,
and the script is good, they're going to enjoy. An actor's going to enjoy being able to bring that role to life. Just so you know.
Time out. Paige Fisher, I was totally kidding when I said that, but I fucking love your response. You're awesome for that. Did we just become best friends? Probably not, but you're awesome. Anyway.
But no, I enjoyed her response to the perfect film. Difficult to say since they're all different when it comes to casting, editing, cinematography, music. Everyone is going to
fuck all that nonsense.
Different opinion on film.
Movie?
Some may choose a classic like Gone with the Wind or Casablanca. Other might choose recent movies like Joker or Parasite. It's going to vary from critic to critic. I don't know.
Listen, this isn't a.
What's your personal opinion on something that's perfect? Because then we can argue about it.
Okay, listen, this isn't a you pass or you fail, you live or you die. This is when you saw it. In your opinion, what movie were you just captivated by? What were you like? Fuck, this is the perfect movie. For me, it was Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs is very good.
There's literally 3 scenes. And the actors are incredible. The dialogue's incredible. And it's just a movie that when I saw it as a kid.
Did you ever check out the A Futile and Stupid Gesture?
I have not watched that. I looked it up. I like the guys. I like the actors. I have not watched it yet.
Chad Snipes shared Tombstone. Tombstone's pretty fucking perfect.
I've never watched Tombstone.
Oh my god!
We
gotta watch that together.
Do you want to?
Oh yeah, we have to. We have to watch Tombstone together.
I'll watch Tombstone with you if you watch Enter the Dragon with me.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Don't know if I'm gonna do that. Mitch Downs did bring up Goodfellas, which Goodfellas is really fucking
never
good
seen that
too.
either.
And Shawshank Redemption by Rachel Crosby.
Shawshank's a good movie.
Very, very good. And that's also a Stephen King thing, right?
Chrisette brought up Zombieland. That is one of my personal favorites.
Zombieland is pretty close.
That is a really good movie.
Pretty close to perfect. A couple of things I don't like about Zombieland is I just don't like that we didn't get to really dive into the characters that much. And then when they made the sequel, they still didn't.
Oh, is that already out?
Yeah, they essentially made the exact same movie, but added more jokes.
Woody Harrelson is like underrated.
Woody Harrelson's an awesome actor.
He's so awesome, man.
For like everything he's in.
His podcast with Mark Maron was really good.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't realize that Woody Harrelson spent a lot of time in Indianapolis.
What did he spend time in Indianapolis for?
Oh, he kind of grew up here, and he was becoming a priest.
Sounds awesome.
I'm
dude.
dead serious.
I do need to listen to that.
He went to I forget the name of the university, but there's a university here where it's like a very religious. Starts with an H. If anybody knows what
Heritage
I'm talking
Christian.
About. No, that's a high school.
He went to a university.
Yeah, it's I want to say it's.
You could give me more shit than that. Like, I definitely just said a high school when you were talking about a college.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. I have no idea.
New Hanover? No, I don't know. But anyway,
Hanover?
it's a good fucking. It's a good episode.
Why, when you touch the microphone, it gets all wiggly? And see, I just do this, and it doesn't move.
What do you mean?
Yours is like so. Let go. Yours is wiggly, like it's not straight at your face. You have to turn it to your face.
Yeah, I know. It's really bad. It's because it's fucking cord.
We got to get you something better over there.
Yeah.
Because
kind of bush league bullshit is this?
Well, I set up everything. I do everything.
So what do you consider the perfect movie, Joseph?
I told you Matrix.
Oh, yeah, The Matrix.
I think is one.
See, Shaun of the Dead is another one. I think that is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing about Shaun of the Dead. That's the best date movie of all time. And we talked about this, and you said Finding Nemo, and at the time,
definitely Jesse got the exact opposite out of it than what I was going for.
At the time, I was really high, so I was like, "Oh my god, you pedophile!" Because I was trying to make a joke and be an asshole. But as I started thinking about it, I was like, Of all Disney movies, it's either going to be Monsters Inc. or Finding Nemo for me if I'm on a date.
Paige Fisher. Also, not to interrupt our thing, said, like for me, my perfect film was Moulin Rouge. It spoke to me on so many levels. Great casting, mesmerizing music, costumes, outstanding story. Other phenomenal films would have to be The Joker. Honestly, saw it at a drive-in. The music just sucks you into the story of Arthur and his transformation into Joker. Absolutely loved every
Shout
minute of
out
it.
to Caleb Rowland.
Shout out Caleb Rowland. Dude, he and I used to play football against each other.
Oh, you know him?
At Greenfield, yeah.
Yeah, he's out there fucking slaying on those dartboards, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it.
He is a stud. He is an absolute stud.
So we're talking about getting into viral videos, things like that, Caleb. Did you see the viral video of the guy getting like the six triple 20s in a row and winning a fucking tournament, like a national tournament in Europe?
No.
Dude, Google that.
Okay.
Here, I'll look it up. But Caleb, definitely think about doing some viral videos of you guys hitting like some crazy shots in a row.
Caleb's
You'll probably get a good following. You'll probably get a good following. Do it on TikTok. People will love it on TikTok.
That's a brilliant idea.
I'll help. I've got the fucking camera.
Caleb's a sniper. He's a fucking sniper.
Dude, I always think I'm getting good at darts, and then I just fucking suck.
Well, there's times that I've gone up there. My stepdad, he throws with, my stepdad, my brother. Obviously, they're
Is it called a 9-darter when they win?
Obviously, I don't know about that, but I know that it's a blind draw, so I don't mean he's like playing on their teams. But I've sat and watched Caleb, and it's like his team can be getting his ass kicked, and he can have the worst partner, and out of nowhere, he's just like, well, I'm gonna flex on these bitches now, and he's a sniper.
But yeah, I've got this video. I think this is one of them. This is a pretty good video for what we're talking about.
So he does a 6-dart triple 20 out.
No, I think it's 9 darts.
9 darts
to finish a game.
So 3 separate throws.
Yeah, 3 separate throws. But he hits.
What are they
He
playing?
hits triple 20 each time. I think it's 310. I think is that the standard?
315. Right?
315 maybe.
So they're playing not cricket, but whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know that.
315, right? I mean, I think that's the name of it. Here. I can't get it to you. Too much shit.
Nope, there you go. Oh, and he's got a fucking mohawk. Ooh, see, that's the kind of dartboard I grew up playing on.
Like
steel
the cork one?
Steel tips. I love steel tips. I fucking hate plastic.
Look at that. Boom. Boom.
Damn.
Sam Jackson joined. We talked to Brandon Perkins earlier.
Is she wearing a Robin costume?
Yeah, it's weird.
What the fuck?
This guy just hits it too, doesn't he? He misses by 1 though. Oh shit! So, but that's what like.
And Josh Mays has entered. Speaking of, talking about Caleb throwing darts, my brother Joshua Mays. Much love to you, bro. Love you. Thank you for supporting me.
But I'm gonna do this to you later when we play darts. Just so you know.
I'll kick your ass. But my brother can fucking throw too.
Yeah, I'm working on it, dude. I'm trying to get better. We've got a little like plastic dartboard though, so it's not as fun.
I'm at 10%. Do we have some sort of charger?
But it's electronic. I don't have a charger in here. You'd have to go find one.
Bitch, what's that right there?
That's not a charger. That's a thing so that the audio plays through, right? Sorry, buddy. We'll get you a charger, man. We'll get you a charger. Let me send this next comment by Paige Fisher because I appreciate that she's joining us. Hey, Paige, you and anybody else that's watching, Sam, Caleb Rowland, anybody that's watching still currently, please share this to your Facebook so that other people might join in. But Paige Fisher, guess it really comes down to what the individual is looking for in a film.
Exactly.
Does it need to bring you to tears or laugh hysterically? Can you sing along with it? Does it need to be bloody and dark? Should it be based on a true story? Can it be imaginary? So many elements to consider. What I want to say is throw all that out the fucking window and think what to you is perfect. You don't have to, you don't have to overthink it. It can be literally what to you is perfect about a film. And I want to hear your number one off the top of your head film that you enjoy, that is perfect to you. You will never ever not watch it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Hey, other people, fuck those other people.
So I'm gonna go get Johnny a charger.
What do you?
And he'll talk to you guys for about a minute and a half.
It's gonna take you that long? I wish we could smoke in here. I'm not gonna lie.
We might take a break. Come back.
But okay, well now I can't see everybody on Facebook Live, so that's awesome. But what were we talking about? Darts. My brother's really good at darts. Caleb's really good at darts. Appreciate you, Josh. What's up, Sam Jackson? Appreciate you, Paige. And there's 8 people in here. I have no idea who you are because I can't see who's all in here. But what's some interesting shit that's going on in your life? Are you affected by the COVID virus? Are you a service industry member that is stuck at home? What?
Did you say Corvid or is it? It's COVID.
Oh, is it COVID? No, fuck that. Thank you, sir. So, did you know that in Italy, there's certain restaurants?
Thank you, Joshua Mays, saying the Juice in the Morning is fire.
That's my brother, by the way.
It is fire. Don't worry, it is fire.
So, a little, he's savage. So, a little fun fact: in Italy, they have a problem with pigeons.
Oh yeah, pigeons aren't real. Look up that conspiracy theory.
So they have a real problem with restaurants. People will be eating in restaurants, and hundreds of pigeons will swarm down and just start stealing your food.
Jesus.
So this is a real thing in Italy. You know, you want to know how they combated that?
By killing the pigeons?
Falconry, bro. So they hired a guy that... You ever seen the fucking falcons with the mask and they just chill on the arm?
Right.
Yeah, they hired one of those guys, and these falcons fuck these pigeons up.
So
and it's beautiful.
Breaking news for the Juice of the Morning podcast and the Facebook Live listeners and watchers. Indiana governor just announced all schools to be closed until May 1st.
That's from 2 hours ago.
I know, but somebody else just posted it. Hey.
Much love, brother.
Sorry, guys with kids. You're going to have to hang out with them a lot longer.
Yep.
I think you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have a good time. You guys are gonna have.
Dude, I wish I had kids that enjoy.
You're gonna have some like e-learnings. You're gonna be able to do a lot of what is it like activities?
Dude, I see so many people that like I know so many people have kids and they just like don't pay attention to them.
Yeah,
and it's sad to me because it's like you get me around a child. And I'm a kid at heart, you know what I mean? So it's like I understand that they're not trying to be annoying by how they're playing. They're just using that fucking imagination, man. You just fucking run with it, like, you know.
Dude, I thought I was gonna be a superhero. Like that's what my family asked me. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Right.
A superhero? Like, and I was legit. Like I was like,
right? Like,
is that a question? Like, this is what I want to be.
Yeah, it's like I was.
And if I can't be that, I guess I'll be a firefighter or a police officer.
Yeah, I guess I'll be a fucking therapist or something. But it's like, like I was hanging out with a lady friend and she's got a little boy and he just picked up these books and we're playing with cars and he just picked up this stack of books and he's like, this is now the car wash. And I was like, oh shit.
Hell yeah.
He just got real in this
He's
bitch.
starting to launder money, dude. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, this little motherfucker's smart, bro.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Next topic.
No, I mean, no.
Falcons murdering pigeons, though. Like, they literally, in Italy, they have a guy who just stands there. That's his job all day. Do you know how badass that job would be? Just to stand there and be like, get him. And your pigeon's just like, ah!
Do they really like murder them?
Yeah. Oh my God. Falcons are savages. Now they're not like harpy eagles or Golden Eagle.
Ooh, I love that Paige Fisher is
I had
participating in
asked
this.
this earlier this week, so I'll ask you guys too. If you could snatch up any proper significant item from any film, what would you take for yourself?
I already know.
Dude,
I
do too.
I know mine off the top of my head.
100%.
No questions. You go first.
Now hold on. Are we taking it because we question what was actually? So okay, so I'll explain. So mine would be the briefcase from Pulp Fiction, because. But the only reason I would take that is because I want to truly know what was inside that briefcase.
I mean, it's a human soul.
that is one of the theories.
It's a valid theory.
It is. That is one of the theories.
So Paige, since you are joining in this conversation, the item that we take, is it just a movie prop or is it the actual thing that is becomes reality? That's how I want to frame this question.
Yeah, because if I'm just taking a prop to put in my collection, it would be like fucking Batman suit or something.
Yeah, I mean it's different. I would like to know what the ramifications. I've drank too much so far.
I've got to pick somebody up in an hour.
I would like to know what the. Well, I've also been drinking a mixed drink plus those shots.
Yeah, right.
Those are a little bit less vodka-y.
Yeah.
No, I do want to know the parameters. That's
am I coming back and
we're
doing this again?
Oh yeah, let's do 2 podcasts because then that sets us up so that we don't have to do it again.
The actual thing. Okay,
so
like
does that,
actual. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be a dick page, but the actual.
I think I what I'm taking by
the actual prop,
like the capitalized letters. I'm thinking that it's the actual like the thing in the movie, what it is.
Okay, so
So your briefcase thing would be good because it's the actual briefcase. You would be able to figure out what's actually on the inside.
Yeah, I want to know what's in a briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
All right, so it's actually up on the wall right now. I would just get Captain America's vibranium shield.
Ooh, hold on, time out. I'm taking my shit back.
You can. I mean, this is a fair game for any of that.
Ooh, I kind of want that suit from Wakanda.
Oh,
that would be dope.
That's pretty sweet.
The Black Panther suit.
I don't know though. It kind of looks kind of gay, you know. Like I don't know. I don't know where a.
But
wear
actually,
a skin tight suit.
I
mean, I'm probably not going to fill out the crotchal region the same way.
I definitely won't.
Chadwick Boseman does.
I said the Wakanda suit and I fucked up. I want the Christopher Nolan Batman. I'm
not wearing hockey pads.
Yes, that exactly. I don't want to be wearing hockey pads. I'm tired of wearing hockey pads pretending I'm Batman.
So the neck can't turn that much, and dog bites are pretty bad.
Yeah. But, I mean, Thor's hammer, dude.
Yeah, but you and I both are not pure enough to be able to wield the hammer, so it would just be a fucking giant paperweight. Like, that would never be able to move. Like, I honestly thought that, and I was like, oh, but you know what? That's just going to sit in my front yard as like a lawn ornament for the rest of my life because I'm never going to be, you know, powerful enough to be able to, or pure enough to be able to wield Thor's hammer.
How about Predator? Let's go invisible.
Paige Fisher, once again, jumping into the chat. If it helps, I would take the Velociraptor claw from Jurassic Park, and I would I would take the Millennium Falcon. All right, the Millennium Falcon is not a prop. That's a whole entire ship.
That's a whole different thing, bro.
Now, if we get into that,
but the Velociraptor claw from Jurassic Park,
that's golden. Now, if I could have that as a prop, even
Jesus
a prop,
Christ, that's so
even the prop,
that's
even
so
the
good.
fake thing, I'd take it.
And especially because they say when why am I not thinking of his name? Sam Neill. Yeah, Sam Neill. When he has the Velociraptor claw and he goes to the kid, he talks about how it would slice him. That's supposedly Chris Pratt as a kid.
I know, I've heard that. It's a great
conspiracies.
Ooh, he's jerking off to conspiracies over there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what quarantine does to you. Velociraptor claw, dude.
Just a Velociraptor.
Prop or real, I'd still be cool with both of those.
I'd also love to have Blade's car, the '68 Dodge Charger.
So now we're getting into vehicles.
Yeah, that would just be cool. Or just have the Blade's sword.
I want Boba Fett's ship.
I want fucking.
Actually, I want the Death Star, so I can just kill anybody I want to.
Right. I'll take.
It's gonna be my world now. Do you want me to blow the world up, or do you want to?
I'll take Brad Pitt's ship in Troy.
No.
Go ahead and give me the.
What's Green Lantern ring.
Yeah, what's it
so
called?
I can just imagine anything that I want ever.
What's it called from Back to the Future? I want that car.
Ooh, the DeLorean.
Yeah, the DeLorean. Give it to me.
That's a good question. That just threw me into a different idea. In the past, what would you change if you could?
Ooh, in the past?
What would you change if you could?
Now, bro.
You got to think of all of the spider. What is it? How things change?
Yeah, because
out in a butterfly effect.
Because this comes down between this comes down to love, happiness. There's a lot of shit like education.
Right.
There's health.
So then my other thought process is to add to this question. If you were to go back in time, you have all of the ideas and all of the knowledge that you've gained since then, but in your younger self.
I would tell myself one thing. If I could go back in time, I would probably go back to, we'll just say 6th grade, because that's the peak. Shit's about to start getting real in your life. I would go back to myself and I would say, look, bitch. Don't worry so much about everybody around you and focus on you. Okay. Don't let what's up here be focused on everything around you.
Can I shorten it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's going to be the same thing I say to myself.
Confidence, homie.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Let's go.
Because that's the thing. Everybody that listens to this show, if you've listened for a long time, I based literally my whole younger life on if a certain certain girl or multiple girls actually made an impact on me.
Right.
And if I was to talk to my younger self, I'd be like, hey, you know what? They're not going to be around.
Yeah,
they're not ever going to be here.
I would
you're not that's not going to be the person that you're with forever.
Dude, straight up.
So get the fuck over it.
I would look at myself and be like, look, homie, you're going to get that ass. You're going to get it.
You're going to have fun.
Or you're not going to get it.
There's going to be some heartbreak.
But you're also going to get a whole lot of ass and you're going to have a lot of fun.
But
you're going to do stupid shit.
But you can never tell somebody that.
But don't. Yeah, if I
think about me going back there younger and with all the knowledge, I'd be like, no, I can figure this out. Right. I've got this.
If
I understand now.
If I pulled up in a DeLorean right now and I was like, yo, little nigga, get in the car. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you're gonna be able to get away with the word you just said, but we'll ask Black Twitter later.
Yeah, we'll ask him later. So we'd be riding around and it would be like training day, and I'd look over and I'm like, yo. Why are you so focused on everybody else other than yourself?
I really do appreciate Paige Fisher joining us. I'd appreciate the simple things a lot more. Really focus on building stronger relationships with family and friends. Go on more adventures and not waste so much time on video games. Read more literature. Just actually live.
See, that's something I actually kind of agree with that. One thing that I would do, dude, I was so focused on trying to please everyone around me and be the life of the party. It was like, I'm just trying to smoke, I'm trying to drink, I'm trying to fuck, and I'm trying to play sports. that was my entire focus. And whenever I got my license, I'm trying to drive as fast and as dangerously as I possibly can.
What's interesting
That's all I try to do.
Is I don't look back and say live, because live to me, I did all of that. I did everything I wanted all the time.
Right.
So I feel like mine, this might be like a generalization of men, but I feel like most men would probably go back and be like, I would have been smarter about this situation, as opposed to saying they didn't live, because I don't know, if you were like me, you lived in the moment.
Right.
You fucking did everything in the moment. People be like, did you ever smoke weed before? Well, sure I did. never did. That was the first time I smoked weed. They asked me, "Have you smoked weed before?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I do it all the time. No worries." But in the inside, it's that's what my heart was doing the entire time.
Oh my god, I can fucking smell everything.
And then they hand me the fucking Coke can that's smashed in, and we smoke out of a fucking Coke can. And I get high as fucking. My whole thought process is, how am I gonna go home now?
Oh my god!
And then I called my mom from a payphone in Newcastle because we were cruising Broad.
Jesus
in
Christ.
A car, dude.
Yeah,
like we're old. That was the cool thing to do. And I called my mom and I was like, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna stay the night with so and so." No. You got pictures tomorrow with blah blah blah.
Oh, your mom cared about pictures.
Pictures, yes.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
She didn't get them at 99 cents at the bar. No. And so I was like, so I gotta go home. So I go home and I walk in and I say, "Hi guys, I'm tired. I'm going to bed." And I just walk right by him, go to bed, lay down on the bed, and the entire room is spinning.
Smell the ceiling.
It's spinning. I'm kind of like, I feel like my heart's beating out of my chest a little bit. But I had a great time smoking with my friends.
Oh my god, it was a blast. See, mine is 100% like the whole don't worry about what anybody else is doing and focus on you is 100% because of my battle with, I was a depressed son of a bitch for a really long time, and I was in a really dark place.
And we've talked about it.
And sometimes I get there, and that's 100% where it came from, is like worrying about everything on the outside and not focusing on the inside.
Yeah.
If I focused on the inside, God, I'd be a powerful son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And that's 100% where I come from with that.
Yeah. So one of the things that I wanted to do, we've hit an hour and 30. So I think that Jonny made a great point. Facebook, we're gonna take a break.
Yeah, let's go smoke a cigarette, please.
He's got to go. He's got to go do his thing. I've got to go get stuff that Jen wants to make taco salad. So
tonight,
yeah.
Do you want me to give you some cash so I can get in on that?
For sure. You don't have to give me cash, but yeah. So we have had a blast with you guys on Facebook Live. Don't worry, we're gonna come back if you want to join us again. Paige Fisher, I appreciate your participation. She said at the very end, everyone always wants less
Time
heartbreak.
out. Let me ask you guys.
Not as many broken hearts,
sorry.
but we all know it made us into the people we are now.
Oh, absolutely. Well, not really, because I've never. So, secret time?
Yeah.
I used to think that I was a psychopath because I never had feelings.
Yeah.
Why?
I've been.
Why did
through
I
that.
say that like Jocko?
I've been through that.
I've never had feelings.
I've been through that.
But like I pretended to like love people and stuff, but I've only like truly loved like one person.
Right.
And that got my heart broken there too.
So
let's go there.
I mean, we can jump back on this later, but like I've had two extremely intense feelings of loving somebody, and that's where I had the same kind of thought that you just brought up, which is like, am I kind of broken? Is there something wrong with me? Because I've never felt this with anybody else ever. So like, did this not exist? Is this something fake? Does everybody have to live up to this standard forever? Are they never going to ever meet that? You have a lot of those like crazy introspective thoughts, and then you kind of like, for me, I just like move past it. I'm like,
right,
fuck it.
Right.
Like I'm gonna just move on and see what happens. But that's so.
I genuinely have felt a feeling for one person, and it's been an ongoing battle for 10 years.
And
I'll
be 100% honest with you. The first person that I fell in love with, that was the only feeling that I ever had like that. And every single, and then if any of them are listening, the dates that I went on between then and Jen, I apologize.
Right.
But I never felt that with any other person until I met Jen, which Jen was the first person that from that first relationship till this relationship, I ever thought I want to make her happy more than I want to make myself happy.
Right.
Because that was the same way.
Dude,
like the first relationship
so
was like
selfish.
that. Jen's relationship and I was like that.
I'm so selfish.
Me too.
You're the same way.
Me too.
And it's so fucking strange
what can they do for me?
It's so strange because you have that moment where you're like, am I being a weak little bitch right now? Because all I want to do is focus on her happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like I felt that one time in my life, and I try to cherish it, but I fuck it up a whole lot. You
That's
know what I
okay.
mean?
We all do that.
Like I fuck it up a whole lot. I've gotten a lot of chances, and it's not looking good.
But hey, we're having a good time. This has been a great podcast. Hey, join us later. I don't know. We might hop back on here.
Would you guys want to see us film a game of darts between Justin and
Ooh.
You don't have any other sports you're watching.
Oh, yeah, you can put some money on it.
So we can turn this into a gamble.
And I have the ability to do a little tripod that could watch us both play. You could see us playing at the same time. Yeah,
you could commentate on it, and you could watch some mediocre darts be thrown.
Let us know in the comments. Let us know if that's something you want to do, because this is going to stay on Facebook forever.
And who do you think could eat a taco salad the fastest? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Jen's taco salad, it's weird.
kidding.
It's like a bowl, and she mixes everything together, and she uses Miracle Whip, which I know a lot of people don't like.
Hold on.
But it's delicious. I'm telling you, don't fucking judge it until you try it.
Miracle Whip in a taco salad?
Oh yeah. Instead of instead of sour cream. Yeah. Telling you. It's fucking delicious.
She's never made anything I disliked, so
you will not be sad about it. But anyways, thanks again, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back potentially. If we're not, don't hate us. But we'll be back soon enough, and we'll see you guys at the next podcast. Peace.
Thanks, guys. All right, I gotta piss and I need a cigarette.
Yep, I want to smoke too.